Hey, welcome to my tarot mukbang. Hey, Marimi. What's up, Virgo Queen? Not much. I'm just thought I would do a little mukbang, a live stream tarot reading for you guys. Yeah, you should get some food. Hey, Emma Jones. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How was everybody's day? Today was pretty good for me. I had like the King of Cups this morning. It kind of felt like I was really living that energy. Felt very like okay with everything today, and felt yeah, of course, Emma. So let's begin the list. Emma. What do you want to know? I feel like I'm not. I'm feeling a little self-conscious. Emma, what is your question? Yeah, you can be added, that ninja. Can I please ask? I'm thinking of returning to my hometown, and I might see William again. Will I get to be intimate with him? Emma wants to know what's going on with the intimacy between her and William. Okay, so we have temperance. We have kind of like a coming to terms with a solid relationship, an exchange of kind of vitality and force. Hey, Tari. Um, I look like a kid rock, lol, lol. However, I'm sorry, Emma Jones. Unfortunately, um, you can help with the list. Oh, thank you so much, Virgo Queen. Thank God. I would be nothing without moderators, TBH. Um, no, but unfortunately, Emma Jones, I don't necessarily see you being intimate with this person. I kind of see, so we have the Five of Wands, we have conflicting instincts. We have the Three of Swords. We kind of like a wall put up around emotions. We have generally kind of a sense of anxiety here. However, in the middle, we do have the Six of Cups, which just kind of feel like I do see you having ultimately a good, friendly exchange with each other, but nothing necessarily intimate. Um, hey, everybody. Hey, Earth Angel. Hey, Ashley. What's going on, everybody? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I see a balance in the situation, and I see it not. I don't think it's a bad thing by any means, and I feel like you will enjoy yourself. But I definitely think there will be a little bit of anxiety and like conflict, instinctually, surrounding the incident. Um, hey, what's up? Belsamella, Belsamella. Is that how you pronounce it? Belchamella. Is it something he will be? Is it something he will be tempted by? What does that mean? I'm good. I like your thing. It looks like people going like this. So like, thanks very much. I'm sorry, Emma Jones, but I think I do see this being a relatively positive experience within your life. Um, you know. But have a great day, Emma Jones. Thank you for tuning into my live stream. Time to take a bite. So who's up next? Dat Ninja. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, amazing. I'm glad the universe is answering your questions. Ask and ye shall receive, to be honest. Okay. Dat Ninja. Dat Ninja wants to know about his career in the manufacturing business. Ooh. Okay. All right. So right as I was asking about the Ten of Swords popped up, and I feel like the situation is kind of giving you a bit of anxiety. You don't really know what to expect. Hey, Bright Light, how are you doing? Just make sure you read the description, and if you comment done or something, I'm sure Virgo Queen will pick up on it. Um, but I mean, I'm also relying on my moderator too much. I'm sorry, I should be reading the chat. Thank you so much, Virgo Queen, for helping me out. But I do see the situation kind of giving you a lot of anxiety. You really don't know what to think. And to be honest, I don't necessarily know how much confidence you have in yourself to succeed at the moment. However, I do. Sorry, I had to answer a text. I'm sorry. However, I do also see there being a silver lining for you, and I see that this is actually going to clear very quickly. We have the Six of Cups, we have the Six of Wands, and we have the Four of Swords. And I see you being able to be very comfortable and very grateful the work that you do end up having. And with these sixes, I really see you. I see somewhat of an apprenticeship. I see you making really good connections with other people in the industry and actually kind of being a leader with the work that you do. You are also just going to be very successful, and other people are going to, they're going to draw inspiration from you and from your success. Hey, Kautar, how are you doing? Um, yeah, I see really good things for you, and I see you being a very humble person over all of this. Someone who, you know, likes to keep their wits about them and understands the big picture and is very grateful. So yeah, best of luck. Um, yes, you can be added to the list. Just make sure you follow the instructions down below. Um, yeah. Uh, and who is next? Marry me. Marry me. Cindy, hey, what vibe do I give off to others? All right, Cindy, we will add you to the list. I'm gonna take a bite of some of my din din. Yummy, yummy, yummy. All right, I love this I love this question, Marie Me. I think that's always the best question to ask. I feel like I should finish chewing. Marie Me wants to know what messages we have for her. All right, we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the High Priestess, and we have the Ten of Swords. All right, so I'm seeing that Tarot really wants you to know that there is no need to be anxious or to have any sort of self doubt, because now is actually a very powerful time for you, and you're really in a phase where you're going to be really working and making decisions within the material aspects of your life right now. And you're really the things you are going to be doing are going to be in service to something greater that you're bringing about. And if you take those small actions, even those small little actions, have insanely built paved the way for large outcomes overall. And I see you feeling kind of right now, just listen. I feel like right now you might be a little more clear headed than you usually are, just in terms of your, more like lunar, like sort of mysterious side. We have the High Priestess. You're very much in touch with your emotions, and there's a great sign of fertility here with the pomegranates in the background. There's more signs of you like really being able to bring about any sort of changes in your life that you want to. It does seem like you might just be having difficulties like really believing in the long-term positivity that is in store for you, which will greatly interfere with your success. And the Four of Swords popped out, which I always like to think of as the meditation card. I think that will greatly increase your like material practice, your relationship with the material, meditation, being grounded, coming down to the earth. We talk about meditation a lot and kind of within the context of an ascension or whatever. But I was listening to this podcast the other day and we were talking about, and they were talking about this sort of thing. They were talking about like, the real gift is not ascending, it's, descending, it's coming down to the earth and really taking control over the earthly matters within your life. And that's, when you begin to really rise above your, uh, like more, I don't know, less loving self. Um, Best of luck to Marry Me. Um, Love you. Thank you so much for watching this. Um, I want to change it to Does my crush feel the same way about me or no? Please be blunt and straightforward. Okay, will do. But it's not about sugarcoating. It's just that every single reading has silver linings and negative sides. Silver linings, and what's the opposite of a silver lining? I don't know. But bad linings. What even is a silver lining? Yes, of course, Marry Me. Best of luck to you. Have an amazing day. Let me take a quick little bite. So we have Ashley. Ashley, what's going on? Oh, mm. What's happening, Ashley? I'm eating like rice and then fake meat. Thank you. My mom made me that. So not me. Thank you, Mom. All right. Ashley had a dream about Samantha and her family. She wants to know what it was about. What was going on with that dream? Huh? Oh, right. Interesting. So we have the Nine of Wands. Right now, that's just kind of like really speaking to how you feel right now. Right now, you don't really know what to think. Right now, you're like, what is going on? You're like looking around, like, who can I trust? Like, what does this mean, sort of thing. You're a little bit defensive at the moment. We also have that represented with the Seven of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. A lot of your instincts are beginning to change now because of this reading. I think it's just or no, 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 because of this dream. I think so. We have the Four of Wands. We have kind of like the image of a maybe potentially of a happy family, but then we also have like the Seven of Wands. And was this a positive dream? Was this a negative dream? Was the family fighting, or something? I don't know. It just kind of seems like the dream just has a message of trying to settle the kind of conflicts within the family, potentially, or just calling attention to the conflicts within the family. Hey, very Leo style your sunglasses. Yeah, I'm feeling a little Leo like today. Who knows? Are there any astrologers up in this biz? Um, oh, you felt at peace. Interesting. That's good. Okay, well, yeah. Anyone who watches these live streams knows that someone asks a question and then I just assume so much about the situation, and then I start reading the cards and then it's just completely inaccurate, and I'm like struggling to read the cards because I'm like, why doesn't this make sense? And then they like make a clarification about the situation, and then I'm like, there we go, right? Okay. Um, I don't know. Okay, so it seems like this dream is just a reminder for you to connect with people and to break down maybe some of the walls that you've put up emotionally, separating yourself from the people that you love. And this is just really, it's just reminding you that every moment you can. Be sure to embrace your connection with other people and feel very satisfied emotionally. Um, Again, we have the reminder of like the conflict within ourselves and just kind of like this just like lesson. We have two sevens, the sevens of swords and the seven of wands. And this just kind of speaks to maybe a little bit of a general lack of empathy in some situations, and just kind of like just the conflict in our day-to-day lives, like when we leave a situation without like really understanding the full picture mentally, or when we are engaging in a situation and we're not unsure and we're feeling like defensive. I think it's just a reminder for you to really step back and enjoy the positive connections that you have in your life, um, because you probably have just been, maybe you've just had some disagreements recently with others, and you're just trying to, your mind and subconscious is trying to uh, remind you of the what it is that matters and what it is that brings you peace. You were talking about feeling at peace. Just if you feel at peace in the dream, do your best to, yeah, I'm reading again. Do your best to make that dream a reality. You know what I mean? It's a mukbang. Um, hey Bianca, how are you? Hey Ouroboros, or Euruburus. Oh gosh, I never know how to say it. Hold on. Oh, I'm so sleepy. I'm chilling. I'm just eating in my room. On live stream, having fun, living my best life. All right, so Ashley already asked her question. Me, Virgo Queen, Virgo Queen has a question, and let's find out what the question is when she types it. Hey Boo, is my girlfriend my soulmate or life partner? All right. Okay. Virgo Queen wants to know if her girlfriend is her life partner or soulmate potentially. Let's do a soulmate reading for Virgo Queen. All right, Virgo Queen. All right, Ace of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so with the Ace of Pentacles, I see with this person, you together create a whole new world for each other, um, and are really able to elevate both of you. I think both of you really embody the Queen of Swords as you are both in the world. You are both in control. You do have a very strong equilibrium, and you really balance each other out. And I do see you really being, you know, two sides of the same coin, honestly. So yes, I really see you being potential life partners, um, and I see you both being very very good for each other, and being able to have very like calm mental peace, and it would be very beautiful. So yes, Virgo Queen, it does seem like it. Best of luck. Alrighty, Bobitey. Who is up next? Earth Angel. Belchmela. Bright Light. Kautar. Cindy, and Bianca. Of course, Virgo Queen, thank you so much for moderating. It is very, very nice. Time for another bite. Oh, that was so gross. Oh, that was nasty. Oh my god. Earth Angel, Earth to Earth Angel, Earth to Angel. I hope nobody saw that. I hope everyone is in another tab. That was really gross. La, 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 la. Earth Angel, Earth Angel. 10-second warning, Earth Angel. And then Belchimella. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4. Belchimella, the time is come for you to ask a question. And then it is Bright Light. Belchimella. Or maybe it's Belsimella? I don't know how to read. I'm sorry. How's everybody's day going? You're all having a good time? You need a hair clipper first. Tiger Dragon JK saw that. That was really messy. Hey, Jamie Sale, how are you doing? Is the list closed yet? Not yet, Jamie Sale. You feel free to get on board. Just make sure you read the description, follow the instructions, and you can say that you're done, and then you will be added to the list. All thanks to my beautiful moderator, Virgo Queen. Time for another bite. Hey, Ricky Rooks. Of course you can join the list. Just make sure you read the description and do the stuff. All right. It seems like Belchimella is gone. So Bright Light, are you here? Bright light, so shine bright. Bright light, bright light, bright light, bright light, bright light. Kautar, are you here? Oh my gosh, nobody is here. It says there are 9 people online. Where did everybody go? Is there a lag? Oh, no. Cindy. Cindy, Cindy, Cindy. Cindy, Cindy. Oh, Belchimella. Hey. Belchimella wants to know how Khan feels about that. So we have 9 of Wands, the Death card, and the 10 of Swords. Earth Angel, yes, you can be on the list. Yes, you are, Belchi. I mean, Bright Light. Okay, so 9 of Wands. Khan doesn't really know how to feel about you right now. Is a little bit defensive around you. Kind of has his guard up. You know, we don't really know what's happening. However, he does kind of. We are in a stage where things are beginning to, you know, move or take a little bit of intensity, take a little bit of form. So that, you know, there's not a lot of room for this defensive energy. He is ex. We started talking again. Yeah, so very much seems like defensive energy going on. However, things are really starting to, you know, pick up the pace a little bit. You know, you're going to begin talking a little more, and it's like, where is this going? You know, that's really where the question is being asked, and we're going to see it sort of like starting to go different places. Sorry, I got a text. Ugh, people hitting up my phone. Then we have the Death card, which I think is interesting because I think that it's really just gonna. I think it's just gonna be I think that the situation right now is going to be very stressful. I think Khan is probably really realizing that either there will be some sort of thing that where something is brought up and there's maybe like a fight between the two of you, something big happens, or maybe he's worried about a fight between the two of you and is just feels kind of like defeated, maybe like he can't win or something. Um, or just it just is really worried about that sort of thing. But also on the flip side, I think that this could be the realization that he still really does have feelings for you and now has no clue what to do about it, and it's like, oh my god, like I feel so defeated, like do you know what I mean? So I think it could be either way, and I think they're really in the defensive stage right now. They are not really opening up, even though the tides are turning and the situation is beginning to really take form. So there's nothing stopping the death card, and I think it's kind of like I don't know, it's a little unpredictable at the moment what the situation is, but hey, lovely Lotus, just make sure you do the instructions in the description and you can be added to the list. And Bright Light wants to know who is coming towards them. All right, Bright Light wants to know who is coming towards them. Wow. All right, so it seems like it's interesting because it seems like you're going to, in a weird way, go towards this person. This person, you will find this person when you are making big changes in your life and the way that you are thinking and doing a lot of healing and changing the ways and breaking free from your previous mental processes and kind of like dealing with emotional baggage, settling the scores, all that sort of stuff. And then so we have the devil, death, and the 10 of pentacles. And I think that this is really just a sign that this person is going to be in your life at a time of insane change for you and at a time where you're really acquainting yourself uh, with the underside of yourself and your underlying emotions, the shadow self, the darker, like the side that you don't necessarily show to other people, or you try to suppress. I think that that's really all going to be brought out in a very, very strong way. Shine Bright, the list is not closed. Um, and I think that it's just going to be a very abundant time for you in general, and that the two of you will really lift each other up, and really bring about a whole great deal of positive change in each other's lives. Um, oh, perfect. Okay, wonderful. Then you don't need to wait all that long. Look out for love in like most unexpected places, and the places where just look out for what you desire and what you know you want. Yes, Shine Bright, of course, you can be added. Just make sure you follow the instructions down below. But you know that by now. All right, who is up next? Let us find out. Kautar? Kautar? Cindy, Bianca. Kautar wants to know, will my ex, Fathi, come back to me? How does he feel about me? He is a Scorpio, I'm a Leo. Um, Interesting. So here we have the Ace of Pentacles and the King of Swords and the Ten of Swords. Hey, Emma G, you can be added to the list. Um, and so basically, we have the Ace of Pentacles. We kind of have a new situation for him to present himself to you. I think I think it's just gonna be like I think he's really going to, um oh, yeah, enter the giveaway if you want to. Um, so we have, so we have the Ace of Pentacles, the, King of Swords, and the Ten of Swords, and it's interesting because I see kind of the king being defeated in a weird way. I see this kind of as the fall of the king. I see him, uh I see him not I see his thoughts are, I think I'm already done that last time. If it's the same one, it's the same one. Um, Thank you, Emma G. Sorry, I'm being very distracted here. I'm not thinking very clearly. Okay, anyways, I do see kind of the fall of the king in a weird way, and I don't necessarily see the two of you getting back together. Um, uh, and I just feel like that has more to do um, with you kind of realizing that he is not necessarily as strong as you thought he was, and that he, has kind of like a defeatist attitude potentially. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the sunglasses. Um, and I don't know. I feel like in a weird way, you're gonna realize that he's not the king. He is someone who just doesn't have all that much to offer for you, and offers really actually causes you a great deal of emotional anguish, um, or like intellectual anguish in a weird way, and that might be difficult to realize. But I think that that has a lot to do with you finding someone new. Also, you see something new coming into your life that triggers this realization. So keep an eye out elsewhere. Um, Kings come and go all the time, you know. But best of luck. I'm sorry that it doesn't necessarily seem like the most positive situation. However, there really does seem like there's a silver lining, especially with that Ten of Swords card. Um, so Cindy. Um, Cindy wants to know uh, how Crush feels about her. Cindy wants to know what's going on with her crush. I think I'm gonna close the list very soon. Just to let it. I think I'm actually gonna close the list now. So for the people who have made it onto the list at this point, you are on the list, and now it is closed. All right. So the Five of Cups, the Emperor, and the Six of Cups. It seems like your crush does kind of feel the same way about you. However, they might be dealing with a previously lost relationship right now that they're still kind of struggling coming to terms with letting go. Or they just feel very removed from you, very much like they've turned away from you, or you are turned away from them, and they don't really know how to make the connection really happen. However, we do see the Six of Cups and we do see the Emperor. So it does seem like there's going to be an empowering situation. Um, uh, it does seem like he's going to have there's going to be an empowering situation that kind of allows you to really exchange a very meaningful conversation and a meaningful connection with each other. Um, I think that eventually, most likely, he will approach you, or you will be able to approach them, or just it seems like the universe will just take control and bring the two of you together. And I think it's a beautiful thing. He left me because he has some issues. What does he feel about me anyway? Well, from the reading, it does seem like he's very much still dealing with the issues. Potentially, maybe it just seems like he's still very much defeated in that sort of defeated place. His mind isn't really working with him positively. We were talking about the king being dethroned, and I feel like he is really going to be leaving. He just really needs like a lot more time to work that out. And I think that you should really focus on finding new opportunities elsewhere. Unfortunately, Joy, the list is closed. I'm so sorry. Um, I'm sorry. Bianca, are you up? Hello? Bianca, Bianca. What's going on? Okay, Bianca wants to know what's going on with her love and her finances this year. Alrighty. hmm Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands, and the Hermit. All right, so I think this is going to be a really good year for you. I see you really coming into your own in terms of material things, getting into your groove, achieving some of the things that you want, the necessary things, getting stuff started, and really having like a very strong. Um, like feeling workflow and just feeling very powerful in that sense. Cindy, I think Cindy did leave, but I remember Sydney's question. Um, anyways, but Page of Wands. So if Cindy wants to see my question, Cindy will. Um, all right. So also, we have the Four of Pentacles coming up. I think that is encouraging you to actually go with your gut, take risks. You will achieve success and enough success to take risks. So there's no reason to hold on to excess things when you can go forward. We have the Page of Wands, which I really see you as engaging in sort of new and unexpected relationships and just kind of generally being a lot more flirtatious. I don't necessarily see many long-term relationships for you this year, but I definitely see like you engaging with other people and like having a lot of fun, if that makes sense. We also have the Hermit and the Hanged Man. So basically, I'm seeing a lot of your instincts are going to guide you towards self love and towards deep meditation and towards accumulating wisdom about yourself and the way in which you relate to other people. Which I think, in terms of like those connections that you will have with others, are really going to directly inform this great time you have alone. You know what I mean? And it's really going to help you figure it out what you really are desiring. So I think this year is really going to be a wonderful time for you. I think you're going to have a lot of fun, and I am very excited on your behalf. All right, Ebo Bitey. Yeah, it sounds great. I'm excited for you, Bianca. Jamie, Ricky, and Lovely Lotus, you guys are the next three. And then after that, it is Shine Bright and Emma G. And then the list is closed. Time for another bite. Mukbang. Jamie, Jamie, Jamie. Ricky, are you here? Jamie is here. What does Jamie want to know? How does Jamie's ex feel? How does Jamie's ex feel? Let's get to the bottom of this. Girl, I think Jamie is feeling I think Jamie is very much at the process of um, going through and coping what is lost. So these cards popped out, the Four of Wands, the Nine of Wands. These were also in a reading together earlier. Um, just kind of like representing like this beautiful situation that was built on kind of a fragile ground. It wasn't very monumental, but it was still very much worth celebrating. Just kind of being disillusioned and something bad coming of that, and the need to put up a wall, put up a barrier between the two. Um, we have it's so interesting. So we have the two love cards, the Lovers and the Two of Cups, which kind of are very similar to each other. But in between, we have the Justice. And I think that this is just really emblematic of, like the situation coming to a close, despite these are the events that occurred. We had the great love, we had the great connection, but ultimately, with in terms of the greater justice and the grand scheme of things, this relationship is not meant to be, and that is the inner truth of the situation. Um, it's interesting. I think that there was a great deal that was gained from the situation, and I think that you will really be learning a lot from your time together. Uh, However, it is best to leave the positive memories in the past and move full steam ahead uh, and continue onward. Um, all right, so we have Ricky, Lovely Lotus, and Shine Bright, and then last but not least, Emma G. So Ricky, how you doing, Ricky? Lovely Lotus, are you here? Shine Bright, Emma G. If anyone would just wants to swoop in with your question, we'll do like popcorn style. Yes, LOL. Here, shine bright. Lovely Lotus, type your question. Emma G. Hi, last time I asked a question, you did say you will come forward, which he did. Hey! Does he want us? Hey, Tessa Gray, unfortunately the list is closed, but if you subscribe and have the notification bell on, next time you will be notified when I'm live and you can catch me then. But I'm sorry you didn't make it this time. Hi, okay, so does he want us casual like times before, or does he want something more serious this time around? Emma G wants to know, what does he want? Alrighty. I think the situation is causing him a great deal of anxiety. I see you guys. I see there being something maybe a little more I think that this situation has the potential for something that is long term. However, I do think for the time being, it does have to be casual. We have the Nine of Swords, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Two of Cups. And these cards really are a big reminder of isolation. The Hanged Man is strung up alone, and his world is upside down. We have the Nine of Swords, just kind of a feeling of just like being, closed in by your thoughts. Um, but I do see that, like, I see that despite all of these thoughts, there will be a realization that there is a good connection between the two of you, and that shouldn't be neglected. And I think the two of you will be able to approach each other yet again, and kind of in a different light. But I do think it needs to be a little more casual for the time being, just so that you guys can really figure out your intentions a little more clearly. Because I don't think that either of you are really set on your intentions just yet. Um, all right. There's no turn. Um, it's just whatever. Yeah, of course, Emma G. Lovely Lotus wants to know, why did Zach C cut off communication with me a few months ago? Can't stop thinking about him. Lovely Lotus wants to know about Zach C. Interesting. So I unfortunately see that Zach might be a little bit of a player. And I think that you honestly were offering him a little bit too much of yourself and a little bit too much of your compassion, unfortunately. I just feel like he gets satisfied easily and is someone who wants to have more connections and more intimacy with just a multitude of people. Um, and I think they're just, it's hard for them to be held down like that. They're interested in new beginnings and kind of like excitement and like putting things in motion and planning, and like they enjoy the chase, they enjoy the hunt. But I do think that feel I do think that they feel um, strongly about you. I think they do like you, but I do think that they have like they're just making a lot of decisions about like where they're investing their love and all that sort of thing. And I think that that's kind of always what they're doing. They're always changing where they're investing their love and looking at all of the different options rather than focusing in on like one sort of path, if that makes sense. Um, there may be a time of communication, but I think it'll be very spontaneous because I think that's just kind of the person they are. Um, so you know, best of luck. Um, Virgo Queen, of course, you can ask another question because you've been such a wonderful moderator. Um, Shine Bright wants to know how does he feel, my ex? Shine Bright wants to know how their ex feels. Um, I don't think that. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily see that this X. Um, I snapped. Oh, thanks. Um, I don't really see that there is, much here for you and your ex, or maybe there is, but they're really, really, really uh, dealing with, a they're just dealing with their own emotional baggage sort of thing, and they're really, really off on their own, really, really dealing with themselves. However, also I do want to acknowledge the silver lining of the situation. They're really settling a lot of their mental situation, a lot of their uh, like own thought processes, own way of thinking. And if that is really what your thank you, Ronnie. Unfortunately, the list is closed, but you can, if you subscribe and make sure the notification bell is ringing, then you'll be notified next time I'm going live. But I'm sorry you couldn't make it. Uh, um, uh, but he was a good time. Yeah, exactly. He seems like a good time. He seems like I'm not saying that he's not bad for you, but I'm just saying, you don't need to give so much of yourself to him. Enjoy yourself while enjoy what you have. Oh, okay. Well, thanks, Queen. Um, I can't hear from some. You can't hear Shine Bright. You said that he is thinking. Oh, I'm saying that he is. I'm saying that he is. So Shine Bright. This is what I'm trying to say. If there was something that, if there were differences in the way that you two thought, and his thinking and his intellect and his thought process, and then that is kind of what was the dissolution of your relationship, and there was disagreements happening. I think right now he is doing a lot of strong work and changing himself for the better in that case. And I think that there is a good, great deal of. I think that he's just trying to settle his own mind and kind of deal with and get to the destination of recovery and all that stuff. And I just think that his mind right now needs to be alone, and he needs to deal with purging himself of all of his old kind of thought processes before he can really begin again. And yeah. Hi, IS. Unfortunately, the list is closed, but if you subscribe to my channel, um, then of course you can, and make sure the notification bell is on, then you can tune into another reading, and of course you can ask a question then. So, Ricky Rooks, what do you see me with? And Timothy, he is a Virgo and I am a Pisces. Have a great day, IS. With and what do you see me with, Timothy? Okay, so Ricky wants to know about her and Timothy. I think I see. I hate 3540 Tarot. Unfortunately, the list is closed, but if you subscribe to my channel and have the notification bell on, then you will be notified the next time live, which is pretty often these days. Okay, but Ricky, I feel like there is a great deal of good things happening that you are neglecting. There's a good connection between the two of you. You guys are kind of on the same wavelength. We have the strength card, a more on the same wavelength kind of situation. Two unlikelies coming together and really embracing each other and really vibing. And we have just first of all yellow, beautiful sign of fertility here and power. Great deal of strength here with the Four of Wands. Um, just kind of reminding us that there's going to be a great deal down the road for the two of you to celebrate, and you guys will really be able to notice the little things together and just kind of relish in those sorts of that sort of general agreeability, and just kind of like comfort that the two of you share together. Um, I think that there's really good stuff going on for the two of you. Um, all right, who is up next? I don't know if I think it could be almost done. Or wait, uh Lotus, Shine Bright, Emma, G. I think I already did I do Ricky? I did Ricky, Virgo Queen, Ricky, Lovely, Lotus, I did Shine Bright, and I did Emma G. So now, hey boo, do you see we already did this question, Virgo Queen. Virgo Queen wants to know if she's gonna marry her girlfriend in the future. Woo! I think yes, but I think it's gonna take a little bit of time. I think it might take about a year. But I think you guys are really going to. So we have the Queen of Cups, um, the Queens. You know what I mean? I think didn't we just have we had the Queen of Swords for the earlier situation, but I just see the two of you being very emotionally fulfilled, very fulfilled, intellectually because we had the Queen of Swords earlier. But I just do see you guys. I see there are going to be changes in your relationship before you eventually reach marriage. I think that you are going to be happily ever after. Hey, unfortunately the list is closed, but if you're subscribed and have the notification bell on, you'll be notified next time I'm live. It's pretty often these days. And hopefully I'll catch you there. Um, but I just feel like there is a great deal of potential. There's even more potential for connection than you already have between the two of you with this kind of sort of situation. But I think that the two of you actually have a lot more of getting to know each other to do, and like really understanding each other and really, really building your and oh, okay. Well, hey. And just really getting to know each other and really establishing that connection. And I think it will require a little bit of work that's tough but necessary. But I ultimately do see you being empowered in the end. And I just think that there's a little more time that's required, but I also ultimately see there being success. And yeah, I just think it's a beautiful situation. Of course, Virgo Queen, thank you so much for moderating this live stream. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you for everybody who's still here. Um, yeah, it was wonderful talking to you guys, and have an amazing, amazing day. Peace out.